It's full.
It should be here.
No, but I'm glad you. Sorry. That's how I got here. I'm kidding. Or another game.
So Ken, you know how to work these to get our, we're 7-pointer now, right?
I'm going to verify that. Actually, even easier, I'll use my clock.
Oh, all right.
I don't like those clocks anyway. I'm picky.
Bigger numbers, easy to read.
That's right. I bought this particularly for the big numbers. I was complaining about the match things up there, that they didn't have the match length on top. It's like 8-point
Oh,
font.
I know.
It's like,
I know. I almost had to push somebody out of the way to read how many points it
I mean,
was.
look at the average age in this room. Yep, 57. I was pretty sure. And could you please send me the match file when you get it?
I shall. What we can do is you can put your email on the scorecard. Yeah. I will.
Give you a card so you can read my handwriting. Because I don't have to read my handwriting. It's Ken at kenbame.com.
Okay, so what will we get with best and better? Design?
Okay. I was a computer consultant for years.
Yeah.
It is best and better computer consulting. I tell people, I'll take your best people and make them better. I'd come in there and work with your good people and make them better.
But everybody looks at this and they're like, oh, is he an interior decorator?
In the computer field, I was known enough to.
That's what I was going to say. That's what really matters,
Yeah.
is what people remember.
And actually, in computers, it's who you know more than just as much as what you know.
Right.
But
So were you more hardware or software?
Software. Yeah, I wrote the general ledger for a number of companies. I did the
Why would people?
inventories.
How long ago did you do general ledger software? A long time?
Yeah, long time.
Because it wouldn't seem like there would be much advantage these days
To a custom. So I often got people who started out with QuickBooks or something like that, and then they found out it didn't work for them, for the way they did business. So they wanted something more to their. But I also did like the inventory system for General Mills and the EPA. I wrote those. I did pension plans.
So what
benefit
databases were you based on?
SQL primarily. Image 3000, which was an HP specific one.
So I was like a little bit software guy when I was in high school, because I got to take college classes across the street. So I learned like Fortran and early basic on a DEC, I guess. It was a mini.
DEC PDP 11?
Yeah, maybe it was a PDP 11. But basically, at some point, I just was self-taught. So I wrote a lot of programs too, but mine were more weird because I own a laser company.
Oh, okay.
So I was writing a lot. I was writing everything from stuff for picks, at even assembly language when I needed a routine. It was really fast. And then I did a lot of early laser marking.
Oh, okay.
Particularly like for foreign fonts. Like I worked for the Thai government.
Oh, okay.
Did one for them. So that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I never had like high volume use.
Yeah.
But
you don't need to, if you have your niche, you can work in your niche.
Right. But I mostly always made my choices in life for adventure. So it was like, oh, this would be fun to try.
May not necessarily pay well, but if you're good at the thing, it pays.
Yeah, well, it let me, because I was in a period where I was liking living in Southeast Asia, so.
Oh, okay.
I worked for the theme parks.
Yeah, I've never been to Southeast Asia. I'm of the age that you really try to avoid going there.
No, it's so wonderful.
During Vietnam, I was trying to avoid Vietnam at the time.
Yeah, well, I very much worked to avoid Vietnam and was successful. So, yeah, I know that part. Okay.
Okay, good match. Yeah, Jake really likes living over there.
Yeah, it's just, there's just so many interesting things to do. So it doesn't really go down. It's barely.
It's more heat sensitive.
Uh-huh.
And heat sensitive means if you hit it with your cup, it doesn't work. You have to actually touch it with your finger.
Good to know, because I do that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you can do that. It just won't work.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't notice it.
You know what? Forget it, because this set's 18. It's got to be 14.
You can cover it.
Oh, my guy's ready.
No, that was two. I believe
Michael Pines, your next podium is ready.
Yeah, I would be surprised if this match was ended. Sounds like it was a really long one.
0-1. So where you live now?
I'm sorry?
Where you live now?
I'm a local guy like you.
I'm San
My
Francisco
home.
area.
I'm sorry?
San Francisco area.
Well, I thought your card said, didn't it say
Brentwood.
Brentwood?
Yeah.
But,
There's two Brentwoods. There's one in Northern California. I live in the farming Brentwood.
okay, I lived in Mill Valley, Sausalito. I went to
Okay.
school in Berkeley, so I'm in Northern California.
Okay.
And I don't remember Brentwood. So what's it next?
Brentwood. It's out by Discovery Bay, Antioch. It's kind of in the
Okay,
farming.
so it's over the hill from
yeah,
Berkeley.
definitely over the hill.
And then like halfway to Livermore?
Yeah.
About that?
Yeah. Livermore's about 30 minutes away.
Uh-huh.
It's out in far. I had lived out in Newark, about 11 miles from Stanford, in my other house. And then Facebook built 11 new buildings within a mile of my house, and traffic just got,
Oh my
astronomically
God.
bad.
I mean, people were probably even parking in front of your house, right?
And so we ended up selling it at just the right time, about 2 years ago, because,
Oh, yeah, that's great timing.
Yeah.
So the market was way up.
yeah, and I'm retired, so I don't care about commute time, so I moved kind of out in the country. I mean, my grandkids came over, we've taken them cherry picking, a mile from our house.
So did you get a lot of property? More
No,
property?
no.
Or you just
I actually,
have-
it's a 55 plus thing. Everyone's got their own house. It's got a really nice clubhouse facilities and activities and everything.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
See, so silly me, I just look, oh yeah, Brentwood, that's like,
Yeah,
one of my
everyone-
favorite neighborhoods in Southern
Everyone in
California.
LA goes, oh, that's impressive, Brentwood. Yeah. No, I live in the farming Brentwood. but it's good because you get all your, we buy produce was picked that morning. And, you buy
right.
eggs from the farmer down the street.
Oh, my God.
Now I know. Not as big.
They said they don't sell it.
Have both part ones. If you're going to have one, take them all.
Congratulations on the If you really would have, I thought, I think I knew that. I thought you did the right thing. So how do you get your 2 days?
That's cocked.
It's pretty close to
Whichever way you, I mean, this, any way you. Whatever way you want.
Yeah, I don't know why I gave it to him.
The way I, oh, this one.
Yeah, I know that. I know. I catch it all the time. I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, I knew he could turn around and then I just bad. I mean, he had
Zero two.
Yeah, so, you know, as I said, Northern California, dear to my heart, that's where I started playing. I don't know if you were playing in the days of Papazian and Maffeo and Knack and everybody.
Yeah.
So how come we never met?
I played a
You
lot.
vaguely look familiar to me. Did you play at Days?
Yeah, I played at Days a lot, and I also went down to Morty Miller's Bridge and Backgammon. That was in Campbell, in
See,
San Jose.
I never went down to
Did you go to
that
Jones
Campbell
Street?
scene. No.
Okay.
So,
I played a lot of Days while Ralph running those tournaments.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's at some point in that period, I started becoming both cities. So I started my company down in LA, so I would go back and forth. So, but I never ever. I knew about the Campbell thing, but I never
Went
played
down there? I like the Campbell thing better than the city because there was a lot of weaker players there who had more money.
Well, was that kind of like where Bill Kennedy?
Yeah,
would
Bill
play
Kennedy.
down?
Chuck came down some with C. Bill Jones. Elliot Winslow played there. We tried to keep Knack out and Chuck out of there, but
Yeah, right. Yeah, so
because it was all Chouettes back then, you know. We began the tournaments in at Days, but that was just about all Chouettes down in Campbell.
right. Ah, okay. So let's see. Yeah, I think one of One of the guys was my partner, I believe. Let's see, maybe you can remember his last name, Wayne?
Wayne Jeffcoat?
No. I played, I won the World Team event in Monte Carlo one year. Did you know Trig Carey? He was down here in La Jolla. But it was, at that time they were running it as groups of three, so we were California.
Oh, okay.
Wayne, I think he was probably up in San Francisco. I can't think of his name. So we probably played with in some of the tournaments and didn't remember. I mean, it's like, I'd have zero visual memory.
Yeah,
but
I'm the same way. I remember numbers much better than people.
Yeah, right. But so I actually lack the ability to see images. But my brain tickles when it sort of has a sense that it's a face that I've seen before. So I kind of felt like that.
No, actually, a friend of mine showed the master point list from days where he had the tournaments, and I ended up, reasonable on the list there. But it's interesting looking down all the names and how many aren't around anymore.
I mean, really, that's very sad.
I mean, even the young kids, like the Whitehead brothers. Remember Jay Whitehead and his brother? I don't know, they were the young phenoms back then.
I remember Jay.
Yeah, I think they both died.
Ons, your next match.
And I got the double set. All right, I'll take it.
Right,
over here.
I'll be there shortly.
Somebody left the brown backgammon board at the front desk.
No. There's so many.
Yeah, the flash. Actually, I remember reading that about one of the matches in the Tournament of Champions, a couple of cases, like 45 years.
You just bypassed one hell of a big arm in there.
have a strong.
Yeah, I was.
Well, the thing is, yeah. What do you want?
Throw a double, roll a joker.
That's probably made of that. You can't do that. Oh,
Steve Miller, in front. Your match is ready. Steve Miller.
That's perfect. You find each other when your match is over. Nicely done. Thank you, Jerry. The winner and the loser.
No, not married. So there's a lot. Yeah.
That's possible, 2-1 twice. Huh?
I always believe it's usually faster to
Yeah, it is. It's
roll it
faster.
out than to figure it out.
And you save, 1.1 microwatts of mental energy.
Yeah, I've had people sit there for like 2 minutes trying to figure out if it's still possible to win. I'm going, we could have been done by now. 2-2. Yeah, I stopped.
So, what's the indicator of which side the red light is on?
So that means is that you may have less than 12 seconds. So if I hit mine right now, yeah, you're down to 6. So it's indicating who stopped it. So, if you're sure, I usually ignore it, but this is the side that was stopped. And if, I make the decision with 2 seconds left, you want to rock it. But I never run low on time, so, which is probably Kit keeps telling me that, I need to get down to under a minute. Because, but he's so freaking slow.
Yeah, right.
And some of the time when he's sitting there thinking, I'm looking at him going, is he thinking or is he asleep? Because he closes his eyes and he goes back like this.
Right. And then the other side of that is Neil. And when you play Neil, he's already made his decision before you've even figured out if it's a borderline double or not.
Yeah,
He's the fastest decision maker on grabbing cubes or letting them go.
When I play Neil, he always wants to discuss the positions and everything while he's playing.
Oh, I remember one match I played with him. He hardly ever stopped talking during the entire match.
Yeah.
Everyone was it was so fun. I enjoyed that match a lot, and I won too. So.
My wife helped him. He likes his computers for rollouts and stuff, and I do worked at the company that did specialty computers. They supercharge the chips and overclock the chips and everything.
Wow.
And he likes those and.
So you were his provider.
Yeah, so he's always quizzing me about
hardware.
He's always quizzing me about the new hardware and everything else. But his actual degree was in electrical engineering. Did you put 2?
I made the 4 point.
I get distracted easily.
strong are you, mister?
Well, that's a funny number.
I left the camera by here. There's nothing more for you.
Yeah. No, that's the one who introduced me to this. I know, yeah.
It's near SoFi Stadium. This is Saturday. You'll get it, no worries.
Stop back here.
Yeah, it's just a horse.
You're the favorite again.
Yeah, switched it. There's always ones in those decks. So it is. Is there anything that doesn't do you on?
Double fours.
Yeah, right. Oh my God.
Wait,
We're not
wait.
allowed to say that.
That's a dumb idea, wasn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did one too.
Barclay Cook, the cruelest game, right? It just gives you the opening to slap you harder.
Okay, 6-2 Crawford.
That was a pretty lucky game.
Yeah, I was feeling comfortable for a little while. And it written backwards on my score sheet.
Oh, I do that. The wonderful world of
Crom
wishful thinking, right?
Crown was impressed I was winning. Nothing?
Okay, 9-3. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Remember, you left your camera on.
Yeah.
Already been getting beaten up by definition, right?
Joe Freeland, are you available?
We both agree to a break and the clock doesn't. So how long were you gone? Maybe a minute and a half.
I was busy waiting for the one something else.
I know, but I just want to rule that we're doing this. The rule is you make your best guess. Unless you take a picture. Virginia. Check the video.
Oh, that's fine. I can do it right now.
Yes.
I just,
So, well, if there's proof, then we go with proof.
that's all. So why even bother with what's recording? If I were to run out of time, we could go.
Yeah.
Would you prefer that?
Actually, it is what you want to do. If you run out of time, you can have a minute, minute and a half, whatever. That's right. Stop around 15,
My clock. She hit clock.
This is the small one.
You got another minute.
This is.
So I should be 15, 10. She hit her hand. I didn't.
Okay, let's tell her what you're going to do.
Good one.
Whatever comes.
Yeah, these are real simple.
Hey, guess what? You hit the clock.
Don't blame her.
So I went to find it. So I have back on 15, 10. Don't you worry about it now.
Oh, what did I do wrong?
You were scoring and you hit your clock.
Oh, gotcha.
No, I was at 15, 10. I'll just put 15, 10 because you know.
There you go.
Did I give you enough of an answer? Yeah, I just don't know anywhere near here. Yeah. I mean, Marriott, but I just don't that great.
That's too good. You just say hallelujah.
I'm not quite at the hallelujah stage yet.
I didn't know this. I didn't know what the rule was. Yeah, your hand did. I didn't turn the clock. I did.
I just brushed it when I love it. Yeah.
Good thing I didn't go without.
Of course, no.
I like the side, Bill. Rado.
Good luck.
From Argentina. Aggie, your next match is ready.
Can you believe me?
Barley, your next match is ready.
3-6.
So were you like a computer geek from like early?
Yeah.
I
started
built
in
my
about
own MSI.
Oh, okay. I was like starting in like 8th, 9th grade. I was got to mess around with computers, which was very rare for my age. But
How
my
old were you?
14, 15. But my dad was a high school teacher for a while to kick him up to administration. And one of the other, the biology teacher at the high school ended up marrying one of his 18-year-old students whose father owned a local company that actually had computers. I mean, he was like probably 35, 40, and she was 18 and everything.
And you grew up down in South Bay?
No, I actually grew up in Ohio.
Oh.
And so they actually had a computer, so I got to go in there.
What computer company was in Ohio?
It was a Hancock Brick and Tile. It was a concrete and brick company. And so I got to mess around with that a little bit. And then, you know, I was lucky there was computers, otherwise they probably wouldn't have been employable.
Are you sure?
But
so what was the first hardware then that you were messing with?
I don't even, it was paper, back in the paper tape days, you know,
Yeah.
we were doing things with paper tape.
Well, I did, the first one I did was the cards.
Yeah.
It was stacks of cards.
Yeah, my very first real job in computers was running cards through a card sorter. The one outside of the computer, you had to run them, and then you put them through the computer, and you had to, you know, get them in the right order first. That was my very first job, and then so I was hired there. It was a small company, and then they had just a data processing manager, a programmer, and then me, the operator, and then like 6 key punch girls, because you know back then they were key punch girls.
Right. The ladies were on those machines.
And so the programmer there started sniffing glue, so I got his job within a month.
Right. And he probably lost the ability to program. God, that kills brain cells.
And then the data processing manager left, and they actually promoted me to data processing manager. So I had like a 13-person department. I was the youngest by like 10 years in the department. Yeah. But you know, back then I was working 80, 90-hour weeks a lot of times, just because
they needed you to
make
it work.
Yeah. And did that for a couple of years, and then I took a demotion to programmer analyst for an actuarial company, and with a 50% salary increase. So
and hopefully less hours.
Yeah. And an actual 9-to-5 job. Well, that was in the city, and it was, you know, back in the days you had to wear a suit and tie to work.
Yeah, especially come on, guys, you're in a corporation now.
Yeah.
Right? Well, you know what I remember then was the nightmare was like being clumsy and dropping
your deck of cards.
And so, as I said, I got into it when I was in high school. I went to a junior college across the street to start learning programming. And I remember there was an actual college student, pretty blonde, and I remember dropping. And I thought to myself, "Ooh, dumb blonde."
That's why you're supposed to put the sequence number at the end of the cards. But,
I mean, that was horrible.
Jeff Byerly, your next match is ready.
No, I won't.
Alex Barzan, your next match is ready.
Kind of the same decision.
Yeah.
We've got less people in the zone now. But if you roll 3,
Where's the child? My board? Your board?
This is the land place, yeah.
okay, on to plan B.
Enjoy, man.
I have options, don't I? Only because they have so many builders.
See, and now I'm going to sit here and dance all while they come around. That's the way these games
That works.
go.
That'd work for me. He rolls a 3 whenever he needs it. One, 2, 3.
Jeff Firely, are you in the room? Jeff Firely, you have a match.
Oh, you're pissed. I would have come for the clover. The clover right here. That confirms it. Jonah? He's standing up there. Better? Yeah. It is. You know, go grab one yourself. No, you're 60. Don't grab one.
Congrats.
Working on your timing?
Yeah.
Oops.
Always a little more to go.
Jeff Byerly is here. Who was asking?
It's not only.
Gotta do some gluing, huh?
Wait again, and I got
Like you said, it's not worth counting, but it looks pretty impossible.
It's a great playroom, it's at the Hyatt. The room rate's reasonable. And
so you have
you're right across from Manhattan, little thing in town, right? You want to stop. I don't know what that was.
Thank you.
That was crazy, huh? That's the way it is.
Yeah, I'd appreciate the match files. I'm trying to decide if I... So it's just Ken at KenBame.com.
I could have free dropped there, but I kind of like, you know.
Well, you had one free drop that I think XG is going to ding you for the game before, but I've always wondered, XG always thinks you need to use your free drop the first chance possible. But if you're a very small favorite, you know, you can use your free drop the next game when you need it more.
Right, I mean, I mean, I suppose, you know, you're a slight favorite, but, you know, being on the 5 point
You have,
there,
yeah.
you know, and you know, you only had 2 checkers each, so you didn't have builders.
Yeah.
I could have hit back if I got hit loose.
Yeah. I think XG was digging for it, but that's one of my objections to XG is that it doesn't say, you know, how many free, you only have 1 free drop. And it doesn't, you know, anticipate, you know, the next game you'd be in a worse position. After the second.
Right, easily.
Yeah. Anyway, good luck.
I mean, you know, I play a lot online at Daily Gammon. That's like my site. So there, you know, I play against volatility constantly because I'm one of the best players. You know, but you know, here in this tournament,
I've been playing at Galaxy.
Yeah. I have an account there. I guess I just like the thing about Daily Gammon is you can play asynchronously. So you can play, you know, just like 5 minutes and then go do something else.
I've heard that you can do that on Heroes.
Yeah.
Backgammon Heroes. But I don't have.
Well, they have the guessing algorithm. So they'll play it out through about, you know, maybe 4. If it's bear-offs, they'll play it out through quite a few rolls because, you know, the likelihood of somebody shifting the flow of the game is small. But if they make a different move, it just jumps back. So, you know, it
Well, I
has
liked
that
how
advantage.
Grid Gammon used to do it, where, or probably still does, but no one ever goes there anymore, where, you know, you can suspend a game, you don't get losses for it, but you only get like 4 or 5 suspended games until they say, hey, you can't play anymore until you complete those games.
Well, what we do, we have clocks that are timing everything. So depending on the tournament, it's how much time you have to make your moves.
Okay.
So, you know, it'll time people out that are ignoring or being lazy. Good luck to you. Go ahead.
If I find that one sheet, I'll show it to you, though.
Yeah.
Look, it's possible. That's not the Four is forced, and then 1 you can.
He had already been started watching. He had already
I don't know either.
David, can I ask you a little weird in the weeds question?
Sure.
Okay, I just had a situation, you know, normally if something's fairly close, I don't use my free drop, so I was ahead 6-3.
Yep.
Post Crawford.
Okay.
So he rolled a 6-1, made the bar point.
Yep.
And I get 5-4. So I split up to here, and he doubles me. Should I use my free drop?
Yeah. You should.
I should.
It's not a big deal. I think it's really small, but I think you should. I think it does.
See, if it was almost.
Yeah.
If I had been like here or something, I would have, you know. But I thought
I still think just because him on roll there, he's still just. I think he's just enough of a favorite. It's sort of like he's got opening. You can basically say the game's even, but he's got roll. Yeah. So since he's got roll, you should just don't let him have it's too much.
Yeah, because when you're at this point in the match, or if it was even a longer match, it's more true. You might want to use your free drop the next time.
Yeah, no. If it was like a 15-pointer and it was like 12 away, 3 away, then maybe it could swing it. But at this score, for sure, you just use it. Yeah, just take it.
Sorry?
Yeah. I think you just take it. When in doubt, just take it.